Retirees facing the emotional challenge of feeling sidelined in their own families after retirement. An opening note of reflection before we begin. Take a moment to settle in. Breathe deeply. Now ask yourself, have you ever felt invisible in your own family? Like your stories, your wisdom, your presence no longer hold the same weight? Maybe you've noticed the phone rings less often, the invitations grow scarce, or the conversations speed by without truly including you. If this feels familiar, you are not alone. Retirement can bring freedom, yes, but it can also bring a quiet, aching loneliness. A sense that the world you helped build is moving on without you. The awakening moment. Hello, I'm Ordinary People, your online neighbor and fellow retiree. Today, we explore a challenge many retirees face but few speak about openly: the feeling of being sidelined or overlooked within their own families. Retirement changes many things: our daily routines, our roles, our sense of purpose. And sometimes, it changes how we fit into the family picture. In the next 30 minutes, we'll gently unpack this experience. We'll look at what science tells us about family dynamics and aging. We'll share practical ways to reconnect, reclaim your sense of belonging, and find new meaning. The awakening of curiosity. Retirement often shifts the rhythm of our lives and with it, our relationships. Dr. Robert J. Waldinger, director of the Harvard Study of Adult Development, tells us that the quality of our relationships in later life is one of the strongest predictors of happiness and health. Yet, as roles change, so can the closeness we feel with family. Dr. Lovra Carstensen, known for her socio-emotional selectivity theory, explains that as we age, we tend to prioritize emotionally meaningful connections. But what happens when those connections seem to drift away? Research shows that many retirees experience a subtle but painful sense of social exclusion, especially when family members become busy with their own lives. This isn't just loneliness. It's a loss of social identity and purpose. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg, a psychologist specializing in life transitions, calls this the invisible loss, the feeling that you are no longer central in your family's story. This can lead to sadness, frustration, and even self-doubt. Insight 1. Embrace open, honest communication. It might sound simple, but speaking your feelings clearly can be transformative. Often, family members don't realize how their actions or inactions impact you. They may assume you're fine or that you don't want to be bothered. Dr. Mo Wang, an expert in workplace and family dynamics, highlights that expressing needs and emotions strengthens bonds rather than weakens them. Try starting with small, honest conversations. Share how you feel when you're left out or overlooked, not with blame, but with openness. For example, I miss our talks and would love to catch up more often. Listening is just as important. When family members share their perspectives, it opens space for empathy and understanding. Remember, connection is a two-way street. Your voice matters, and so does theirs. Insight 2. Cultivate new roles and contributions. Retirement often means leaving behind professional roles that gave us identity and purpose, but your value doesn't diminish, it evolves. Dr. Richard Leider, a leading expert on purpose and aging, reminds us that purpose is fundamental to health and happiness, not a luxury. Consider how you can redefine your role within your family and community. Perhaps you become the storyteller, sharing family history and lessons learned. Maybe you mentor younger relatives or neighbors, offering wisdom and guidance. You might also explore volunteering or joining groups that align with your passions. These roles reaffirm your sense of worth and create new connections. Dr. Ken Deichtwald emphasizes that staying engaged in meaningful activities promotes emotional well-being and combats feelings of invisibility. Insight 3. Strengthen emotional resilience through mindfulness. Feeling sidelined can stir deep emotions, sadness, frustration, even anger. How we respond to these feelings shapes our experience. Dr. Becca Levy's research shows that a positive outlook on aging can extend life by over 7 years. Mindfulness practices help cultivate this positivity by anchoring us in the present moment. Try simple daily practices, mindful breathing, gentle meditation, or journaling your thoughts and feelings. Acknowledge your emotions without judgment. Let them be there, then gently bring your attention back to what you can control: your breath, your actions, your mindset. This practice cultivates inner peace and strengthens your ability to navigate difficult emotions. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg notes that resilience is not about ignoring pain, but learning to live fully despite it. Insight 4. Build and nurture social connections. Even if family dynamics feel strained, connection can be found and strengthened elsewhere. Dr. Robert J. Waldinger's decades-long study confirms that strong social bonds are essential for longevity and happiness. Reach out to old friends, join clubs, or explore new social groups. Technology can be a wonderful bridge. Video calls, social media, and online communities can help maintain bonds, especially when distance is a factor. Don't hesitate to initiate invitations, whether for coffee, a walk, or a shared hobby. Remember, relationships require effort from both sides, but your initiative can open doors. Dr. Ken Deichtwald emphasizes that community engagement not only enriches our lives, but also reduces feelings of isolation. Insight 5. Foster intergenerational relationships. There is profound joy and purpose in connecting across generations. Dr. Richard Leider reminds us that purpose often comes from relationships that transcend age. Engage with grandchildren, nieces, nephews, or young neighbors. Share stories, teach skills, or simply listen to their dreams and challenges. At the same time, be open to learning from them, whether it's technology, new music, or fresh perspectives. These exchanges create a vibrant, dynamic connection that enriches both sides. Dr. Lovra Karstensen, research highlights that meaningful emotional connections are key to well-being in later life, and intergenerational bonds are uniquely powerful. The final light. Let's delve a bit deeper into the science behind these experiences. Dr. Mo Wang's research on retirement adjustment shows that retirees who actively pursue meaningful social and personal activities report higher life satisfaction and lower depression. This engagement acts as a buffer against the emotional challenges of aging. Dr. Becca Levy's pioneering work on ageism reveals another crucial insight. Internalized negative stereotypes about aging can harm health and well-being. But by consciously adopting a positive view of aging, we can improve cognitive function, physical health, and emotional resilience. This means that how we think about ourselves and our role in the family and society profoundly affects our experience. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg's transition theory also reminds us that these shifts are normal and manageable with the right coping strategies and support. From knowing to becoming, we all yearn for connection and to be seen. Retirement may change the shape of our relationships, but it doesn't diminish our need or our capacity for meaningful connection. As Dr. Richard Leider reminds us, purpose is not a luxury of the fortunate. It's fundamental to our health, our healing, and our happiness. So if you felt sidelined, overlooked, or invisible, know this: your presence still matters, your stories still inspire. Your love still shapes the lives around you. The journey ahead may look different than you expected, but it holds profound potential for growth, connection, and joy. Until the next reflection, as we close today's conversation, I invite you to reflect. How might you reach out to be truly seen and heard in your family? What new roles might you embrace that bring you joy and purpose? Sometimes, the hardest step is simply to speak your truth and open your heart. But in doing so, you invite others to do the same. In our next episode, we'll explore another deeply felt experience for many retirees: the challenge of adapting to technology and the emotional distance it can create. But for now, remember this: your life as value isn't measured by the number of calls you receive or the size of your audience. It's measured by the love you give, the stories you share, and the light you carry. If this message touched you, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might be the spark someone else needs. Like, share, and subscribe to join our community of retirees walking this path together. Tap the bell icon to stay connected. I'm Ordinary People. Thank you for being here. You matter more than you know.